Yeah.
What's poppin', well? It's your boy Sincere. You know I gotta do this recap. Review shit for Cassidy versus Dizaster at this Ether event. Y'all know it didn't go down the night before. They only did one round. Shit was kinda whack. But let's do this recap. Let's get into it. Shout out to the PG bloggers. Shout out to Battle Rap. Let's get it poppin'. I dare you. I double dare you. I triple dog dare you. That's fire?
No.
That's not. But the shit is entertaining as fuck. Mr. Chicken. $250,000. Well-weighted battle. Not hype that Cassidy was facing Dizaster. He's the best on the West Coast. That's why I'm guessing they paired him up and shit. I definitely would have wanted to see Cassidy battle somebody else that's updated with actual, like, W's that's actually top tier. Not throwing no shade at Dizaster, but you've been rapping the same. You fell off after the DNA shit, after the cannabis shit, my nigga. Like, we don't believe you. You need more people. Dizaster, let me tell you something, my nigga. I represent the battle rap culture. So my prediction going into this battle was you killing this man. Because you have to represent for us. These mainstream artists is coming into our world, so we gotta shut the shit down. We can't give them no space to fuck us up at all, my nigga. Hollow already, shout out to Hollow, but Hollow already did that shit with the Budden situation. That was not supposed to be debatable. Hollow was supposed to destroy that man. He took it easy. I don't know how y'all get all this paper and y'all make these shits debatable and not write y'all illest shit ever. You are supposed to write your illest shit ever. I'm not a rapper. If somebody paid me $1,000 right now, I will write the craziest shit that I've ever wrote in my entire life. If I can. Because I've never tried. But I will do it, my nigga. Anyway, your first round was popping. I don't understand how you complaining about the time, but you went 6 minutes. I believe you went over the 5-minute shit, but you complained about the time afterwards, after Cassidy was doing all that. But you went in. You had haymakers and shit. You were saying a bunch of shit. You still rambling and all that. Your delivery was not hitting as much and shit, but your first was popping. Cassidy goes. I feel Cassidy was more entertaining his first round and shit. I believe so because the crowd was more amped to see what Cassidy had to say. I feel like they was gassing some of his shit, but he still came through with his shit. Like, he was freestyling. I'm surprised. I gotta shout the nigga out because he actually prepared for you, my nigga. He actually wrote 3 solid rounds for you. I should say 4 rounds because the night before, the nigga had a whole fucking round for you. So I don't know how much bars he wrote for you. I don't know how much minutes he wrote for you, but the nigga had his shit. No chokes or nothing. Shout out to Cassidy, entertaining as fuck, taking your style and all that. And entertaining the crowd. That shit was popping. I'm glad they had it in a small venue and all that. Yeah, I kind of edged the first round to Cassidy just because he was more consistent. Diz had more haymakers, but he rapped for so long, so it's like an Arsenal battle, you feel me? But Cassidy was more entertaining. He was more in tune. Shout out to you because you actually studied the game a little bit. I'm gonna talk about your bars in a little bit, like after I speak about this whole shit. I'm gonna let you know how you fit in this generation of battle rap and shit. But you actually did your studying. I gotta salute that. But I edged it to Cassidy just because he was more consistent. He had haymakers and he was more entertaining and shit than Diz. Alright, so the second round, I like Dizaster. I was feeling your energy and shit. You still rambling. You still do the rambling shit. You had haymakers. The personals, I fucks with it. You feel me? Cassidy. Dizaster's second was on point. Like, he didn't fall off from the first. His first was popping. The second was on point with the personals and shit. Cassidy goes on the second round. And he kind of fell off from his first, but still entertaining and shit. You do rap that ABC shit. I see that you trying to, like, your punches ain't landing like that either, my nigga. You got punches, but they not landing. You gotta have delivery and shit. So I edged that the second round of Dizaster. He was more consistent and more haymakers in the second round. And the personals is a plus too, you feel me? So I was feeling the rebuttal from Cassidy. I was feeling the rebuttal from you and shit. But it wasn't hard. You feel me? That's why I fucks with you too, because you freestyling. You got that too. That's some extra shit. The third round, Dizaster, your third round was trash, my nigga. I was not feeling your third round at all. You're saying a bunch of nothing. I don't know if the crowd was hating. I don't really listen to the crowd, but in my opinion, it was not. You fell off. Cassidy third round was not as good, but it was better than your third round, Dizaster. So I edged the third to Cassidy, pretty much. Yeah, I wasn't feeling y'all thirds like that, but it was. I got to edge of the Cass because he had more bars and was more consistent and shit. So basically, I say Cassidy 2-1. He took the first and third. I'm not mad at anybody if they say Dizaster took the first and second, and Cassidy took the third round. I cannot fuck with y'all fans if y'all say Cassidy lost that third round. Dizaster wasn't saying shit, and Cassidy he did better. But I see somebody saying that Dizaster took the first and second. Alright, so my opinion, Cassidy took the first and third. Alright, so I gotta shout out Cassidy once again, because homie took like 12 years off. He don't know what this generation is with battle rap. He just sees it. You feel me? He never been in that ring. His first opponent was Dizaster. He did his study. You know, I expected more. In my mind, a battle is if I'm paying an artist $250,000, I want that battle to have replay value. That's the only thing I'm tight about. This battle doesn't have replay value. I seen it twice, made my decision, I'm good. If I see it the third time with my boys later on, then, you know, but I'm not hype about it like that, you know. I expected more from both. Supposed to be writing your illest shit, nigga. Some raps that you had in your verses, Cassidy, it sounded like you would OD on a track. Like if you was battling Dizaster on a beat, you probably would have killed this nigga. But it's acapella, my nigga. It's different and shit. But I gotta shout you out. You still did your study. You ain't choke. You ain't like none of these niggas. You was talking that shit. But definitely shout out to Dizaster too for even, you know, standing in that ring with you and not actually hitting you when you double, triple, when you did him. You feel me? Nah. But it was entertaining. I didn't like the whole, you know, the matchup that y'all had the night before, fucking up and all that. I don't know who was running that situation. I don't really know too much into it, but somebody had to fix that shit. But yeah, that's my fucking recap. I ain't gonna keep y'all too long. Just to sum up everything, I expected more, but I'm glad that Cassidy did his thing. In the future, hopefully you battle a nigga like Clips or even Arsenal. If you would have battled Arsenal, it would have been popping. But Dizaster, you did your thing. I just feel like you wasn't hitting as much. Y'all niggas is supposed to destroy these mainstream niggas, man. Destroy these niggas, man. But alright, fuck it. I'm glad y'all niggas battled in a small venue. Let's keep it like that. Nah, niggas gotta make their money and shit, but classic battles, classics, if you're gonna have a classic name matchup, it should be in a small venue, my niggas. I'm sorry. It just be like, this is what it is. Cassidy was not whack. He had bars, but they were 2004 bars. The nigga Cass would have been, if Cass would have battled 2004, 2005, 2006, probably would have been like the illest battle rapper ever. Them bars was gonna be crazy. They would have been crazy. You know what I'm saying? But right now, 2014, we don't want to hear that weak shit. We need you to hit harder, punch harder. That delivery need to get there with the performance and shit. I seen you trying. You tried a little too much though, but like I said, you sounded like you was still rapping in 2004 sometimes, 2005. You feel me? Like you had some shit. You was spitting, but it wasn't hitting like it's supposed to in this age. But I'm off that. Subscribe to PG Bloggers on YouTube. Follow us on Twitter. Fuck with me, sincereblogs.tv. You already know, man. Keep y'all updated all day. It's your boy.